The Gush Katif Museum opened its doors in Jerusalem 1 year ago on the 3rd anniversary of the expulsion of the Jewish residents from the Gaza Strip and 4 northern Shomron communities. The privately funded museum is one of the most popular tourist sites in Jerusalem, with some 3,000 people visiting in just its first year. This is the only museum in the world to present the story of the Gaza communities prior to and during the 2005 evacuation. Photographs and books document the life of the lost Jewish communities, and visitors are often tearful while watching films of the evacuation. After the removal of the residents, their homes, schools, and offices were demolished. On a map of Neve Dekalim, museum curator Shlomo Bashan points out his childhood home, which no longer exists.
And this is my school. I used to do every day my way to the school. All of this wouldn't exist.
Shlomi, how do you feel when you look at these pictures?
Actually, when this picture came here, I almost cried, because that's my view of my life.
One of the most powerful items on display is the menorah of Netzarim, which became a symbol of the Gush Katif residents' struggle against the forced withdrawal from their homes. During their protest against the disengagement, Gaza settlers carried the menorah from Netzarim to Jerusalem. Other authentic artifacts on exhibit include paintings, sculptures, and home videos capturing an era that ended 4 years ago.
My private story became a national story. My private uniforms of the army became a symbol to the conflict between me and my uniforms in the army and the soldiers who came to take me out from my house in Gush Katif. I was a soldier in the army and fight for the state and the security of Israel, and a policeman coming to arrest me in this area was very difficult.
What is your most powerful memory of the disengagement?
Meeting with the police officer who came to arrest me, because I didn't want to go out, and he came to arrest me with a lot of violence.
Is it difficult for you to work around these things? These are artifacts of your former life. Is it difficult for you to be here every day, or does it help you?
You know, that action my doctor asked me this morning. I told him I'm not relaxed. He told me, you work with your own trauma, so how can you be relaxed? And I told him, in 3 years, I couldn't work in any other work. I just couldn't. Only in the museum I can work and tell my story and write my story to other people.
Many former residents continue to express anger at a government they feel betrayed and abandoned them. Do you feel that the government lived up to its responsibilities?
Absolutely not. With no question. I say it 150%. Every time we try to get what the government has promised us, we have to fill out another 26 forms, and we have to run north and south and east and west in order to prove to the government that we actually are who we are. Not that we were settlers whom the government put for the good of the country in Gush Katif, but we're looked at as some sort of outlaws who did things that we should not have done, and we tried to put one over on the people of Israel. And that